Hello curious people, welcome to Jainism, the ancient science. I am Manisha Gala from India and today I am going to talk about Kaayklesh, one more way of external nirjara. Kaayklesh literally means giving extra physical stress to the body while carrying out spiritual or religious activities and at the same time maintaining the calmness of mind. Such Kaayklesh rituals give extra benefits of karma shedding along with the regular rituals you are carrying out. Say for example, if you are carrying out some spiritual or religious activity and X amount of karma is going to shed, and if you add Kaayklesh to that, then you will get X plus 10 benefits. And these benefits are physical stability, mental stability, pain resistance, and sometimes special powers to the soul. Now let's see how these Kaayklesh rituals can be done along with the regular spiritual activities. We are worldly living beings. We carry out many activities during the day and also during the night. We sit, we talk, we stand, we run, we walk, we do exercise, we do meditation, we also perform yoga. So these are our worldly activities, and we also carry out spiritual activities like some people go to temple and perform puja, some do japmala, some do meditation, samaik, pratikaman, reading spiritual books, reciting the mantras, chanting the mantras, learning scriptures. There are many spiritual or religious activities many people do. Generally, we sit in a comfortable position and start learning or maybe start reading or do samaik. But if someone decides that I want to give extra stress to my body and instead of sitting in a comfortable position or a comfortable posture, I will try something else, then it becomes a Kaayklesh ritual. I'll give a few examples for that. Say for example, I've gone to a place that has extreme weather, or maybe in the desert area where the afternoons are very warm and nights are cold. One afternoon I decide to meditate. Now instead of sitting inside a room or under some shade or in a place where there is nice breeze, I decide to sit in the terrace directly under the sun where it is extremely hot. So now I have to keep my mind stable and also I have to sustain the heat. So my body is now performing two tasks. So that is an additional task given to the body during the spiritual activity. And that additional task helps shedding additional karma. Other examples can be like if I decide to stand and do japmala, or I do Kausag in a particular posture. Jainism has given certain postures in which meditation can be done, Virasan, Ukkadasan, and there are few other asanas. Now we have yoga asanas. So when somebody does that, he or she gets extra benefits. Those who have read Hindu stories must be knowing that in ancient times, sages, rishi munis used to go to Himalaya and meditate. In present times also, there are certain yogis in Girnar who stand on one leg and do meditation. So Hinduism calls it Hatha Yoga, Jainism calls it Kaayklesh. And you must have also read that such rishi munis used to get vardhan from devtas, some special powers from devtas. So Jainism believes that sometimes the powers are given by devtas and sometimes they automatically surface, or your soul becomes so powerful, it gets some special powers or special abilities. Something like Avadhi Gnan. Avadhi Gnan is you can see beyond the walls. That knowledge is direct to the soul. When Lord Mahavira left home and renounced worldly affairs, he had also roamed places and he had also faced many problems. Because he had adopted nudity, people used to beat him up for being different than others. Young children would run after him, make fun of him, pelt stones at him. Then when he would sit under a tree or sleep under a tree or in some old house, there would be insects and mosquitoes that would bite him. During this all times, whatever physical stress he got, that is considered as Kaayklesh, because he stayed calm in all the adversities. He never lost his mind. He never fought with people. Why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me that? No. He maintained his calmness of mind and he focused on his spiritual goal to seek complete truth. That is why many such Kaayklesh rituals are also woven in code of conduct of Jain monks. Jain monks also roam places. They go from one place to another, to the third place, fourth place. They keep roaming. They never stay at one place. And they also face extreme weather conditions. Like some places are extremely cold, some places are extremely warm. So they are not supposed to use any electric or electronic equipment. So if it is extremely hot weather, they cannot switch on fans. They can't even use manual fans because moving that cardboard will also kill some airy beings. And in cold weathers, they don't have any sweaters or caps. They just have one shawl and they have to manage with that. I have heard monks telling me that winters are yet sustainable. We can sit at one place with a shawl wrapped around and spend our night, but summer is very bad. It is very difficult to stay calm in hot weather because your head hurts. They can't eat or drink anything during the night. So dehydration issues, cramps, there are many problems they face. So you must have noticed that whenever you visit an upashraya, a place where Jain monks live, it is very airy. It has so many windows. That windows are for good air circulation and good sunlight because they can't use external lights. Of course, if some street light is outside, then they can sit there and read because that light is not meant for them. That is allowed, but they cannot switch on any light. Also, many upashrayas, they have one such room which doesn't have a marble or a stone floor. It is rather furbished with a clay and cow dung paste because that keeps the room warm in the winters and cold in the summer. Another Kaayklesh ritual is Kesh Loch. Kesh means hair and Loch means plucking. Jain monks never use scissors or razors to cut or trim their hair. They plug their head hair. Male monks, they plug their moustache and beard hair. And this Kesh Loch is compulsory at least once a year, pre-Samvatsari. And that is why after Paryushan, you will see all the monks having clean faces, bald head. The third Kaayklesh ritual is not allowed to use vehicles. All Jain monks commute walking, barefoot. They are not even allowed to wear footwears. And when they go from one place to another place, it is called vihar. Sometimes this vihar is very long. They have to walk a few kilometers at one stretch because the place where they want to go is a distant place, and in between there is only forest. There is no place for them to stay for a night. They also get hurt by thorns, by nails. So these are very minute details. Unless you know, you will not register that they have so many restrictions. Many people fancy monkhood. They feel that everyone is coming, touching their feet and praising them. But it's a very difficult lifestyle because they have many such restrictions and many such Kaayklesh rituals that make their life difficult. There are some monks who decide not to treat their illnesses. See, monks are also humans. They also fall sick. They also have bone issues. So there are many female monks who get knee issues in their old age, but they don't go for knee replacement surgeries. They just decide that I will bear this pain and shed my karma. I'm happy with less mobility. It's okay if I can't go out. It's okay if I can't walk much. So they purposely accept such lifestyle. When they have terminal diseases, that time also they don't treat themselves. They rather decide that let the body deteriorate, and when right time comes, I will do Santhara, fasting till death. So these are Kaayklesh rituals for monks. And in this regard, there is one nice story of Sanat Kumar Chakravarty, who had decided not to treat his illnesses. As the name suggests, Chakravarty means ruler of the entire world, all the 6 continents. And typically this Sanat Kumar Chakravarty was extremely handsome, charming, elegant, whatever adjectives you want to put against a man's beauty. Once Lord Indra praised his beauty. All the other devatas were listening to Lord Indra, and 2 devatas got curious. They actually wanted to go and check if really Sanat Kumar Chakravarty is so handsome. So they disguised as Brahmins and came down to the earth and waited outside Sanat Kumar's palace and requested for a permission to meet him. When these Brahmins arrived, Sanat Kumar had just finished his massage routine and he was going for bath. The noble king immediately summoned the Brahmins. He said, you can come right away and meet me. He didn't feel like making them wait for long. So when the Brahmins entered and saw the king, they were in awe. Amazing. They had never seen such pretty looking, handsome male, because see, devatas are also very attractive, very beautiful. But if they feel that this man is something else, has to be something else. And they praised Sanat Kumar Chakravarty for his appearance, for his beauty, for his physique, for his facial features. Sanat Kumar was very happy, and he suggested that if you want to see my real beauty, then you please wait for a few hours. Let me finish my bath, and then I will get ready and I'll wear all my king's clothes and royal jewelry, and then I will appear. That time you see me. Brahmins agreed. After a few hours, when the king arrived in the court, he summoned Brahmins. Those 2 devatas came in and looked at the king, and their faces fell. King was surprised. A few hours before, they were praising my beauty, and now why such an unpleasant reaction? He asked them. So the Brahmins revealed their identity. They said that we are devatas, we have come from Indralok. You were really beautiful, but at present you are not. Within these few hours, your body has developed many diseases. Although right now you can't see, but gradually the effect will be seen on your body. And they vanished. Sanat Kumar was shocked with this revelation. He started contemplating, thinking about the uncertainty of life, the uncertainty of looks, the uncertainty of body, and he decided to renounce worldly affairs. He took Diksha from one Jain monk. He also took up some fasting rituals, and he decided not to treat his illnesses. Of course, the illnesses gradually became severe and it started showing on his body. And there were many illnesses. So his skin, which was glowing like gold earlier, became full of rashes, pus, wounds, and cold, cough. Many other things started troubling him. But he decided not to treat them, and he lived like that for 700 years. Lord Indra, who was aware of all this development, once again praised Sanat Kumar. This time not for his beauty, but for his mental stability and willingness to suffer from the diseases, take that much pain. Once again, the same 2 devatas got curious. They now wanted to see how Sanat Kumar's life has changed. They came down to the earth, came to the king who was now a monk, and this time they had disguised as Vaidya. Vaidya means medical professionals. Both of them offered to give free medical treatment to Sanat Kumar for all his illnesses, but Sanat Kumar refused. The Vaidyas were surprised. They insisted to know the reason about this. Why are you saying no for the treatment? In the reply, Sanat Kumar took a drop of cough from his mouth and applied it on his skin. And the skin started glowing like gold. Then Sanat Kumar said, because of all my tapascharya and all these rituals, the Kaayklesh rituals, I have got special powers. If I wish, I can immediately cure myself. But I don't want to use those special powers for my materialistic benefits, for repairing my body. I don't want to do that. I would rather suffer from the pain, shed more karma and reach moksha faster. One must note that Chakravartis have very long lifespan and fixed lifespan. They never die early because of any reason. But we, in this era, we have upper life limit, but we may die earlier because of some external cause. It can be illness, it can be accident, it can be some kind of shootout or stabbing or anything. And in this era, we have very short life, less than 100 years. So you can say the Diksha Paryaya or the monkhood in time interval is very less, maybe 40, 50, 60 years. So in that short lifespan, one has to utilize every moment of that life, every minute of that life, and that is why modern day monks prefer to take treatments if the disease is curable. Many monks go for heart surgeries. Sometimes they fall sick with diseases like jaundice or typhoid. They take treatment. Even eyes issue, they get cataract. So they undergo surgery. The whole idea is this, that I want to utilize my human life completely, because right now I understand religion, I understand spirituality, I can decide my way of life. If I was some other being like some animal or some bird or some insect, I wouldn't have control over my body. I wouldn't have that much good thinking also. It would be very difficult for me to progress spiritually. So I have to utilize this life maximum, and that is why Jains also suggest, the monks also suggest that don't throw your life so easily. Be alert, be aware, and Santhara is allowed only if that is the only way out. The body has completely given up. Then only Santhara is allowed. And as I said, because of these Kaayklesh rituals, physical stability develops, mental stability develops, pain resistance increases. When we are fit and fine, and if we do workouts, exercise, our body becomes strong. So if by chance any Ashata Vedniya karma comes, it surfaces, then a person can navigate that pain easily. Because the pain resistance has developed, the body is strong, it can sustain the illness. So that is why also Kaayklesh rituals are recommended for laymen also and for monks also. So this was all about Kaayklesh. In the next episode, I will talk about Padisallinata or Pratisallinata. It's the journey inwards, and that would be the last external Nirjara ritual. After that, we will start internal Nirjara. Till then, stay connected.